Welcome boys and girls, Costin here with Warhammer 40,000, Mechanicus II, going to be starting a new campaign on Grim Darkness, and I'm actually going to play the prologue. But before I do, let's take a look at what this difficulty actually does. You can skip the prologue, you can skip the tutorials. So this is Grim Darkness, higher starting vigilance, default player unit HP, default requisition gain, cognition, requisition. But you do get less living metal if you're playing as the Necrons, and that's exactly, by the way, what I'm going to do. And you also get enemy elite presence, HP +1, enemy rank +3. Okay, so let's start on Grim Darkness. Alright, so we're on a Forge world that just so happens to be a Necron tomb world as well.
I can confirm the presence of Xenos structures.
Inquisitor Scaveola, your objective is to explore and catalog any Xenos artifacts and report back to the Omnisynod.
Such a shame to finally find what I have sought, and not bring anything back.
Limit your activities to observation. Our Forge world is young. We would know what has been here before. Only then can this region be consecrated to the Omnisire and its bounties exploited.
Of course, Prime Hermeticon. My maniple will locate an entrance to the underground structure. Let us venture deeper. There is always so much under the surface for the taking.
Well, I suppose it makes sense that they would build Forge worlds, new ones. Okay. Structural entrance, bearing 931.
A door left open for us. Perhaps seismic activity has opened it. Excavation Manipul Eta 7. Scout ahead. Secure the entrance. These ruins belie the much larger structure beneath. There is much here I find familiar.
Alright, Zavola. So we go in. Unknown origin.
Xenos!
Yeah.
My hypothesis holds true. The day will not be wasted after all.
Indeed. There's gonna be a lot of loading screens, but thankfully they're pretty fast, all things considered. Or relatively so. Some of them are faster than others, but I guess because we're entering the tomb, the Necron tomb, that's why. Okay, so welcome to Mechanicus II. Yes. So we get some Necron warriors. We don't know what they are, so what do we have? Skitarii Ranger. We can worry about that one later. And we gain cognition points, canticles, empowered, okay. Oh no, a servitor has taken damage.
Such marvels we have yet to uncover.
Alright. Pretty low, maybe I should have used, weakened. Okay. Alright, so we got the timeline right there.
Such marvels we have yet to uncover.
Wow, okay.
Responding.
They ain't joking around, that's for certain.
One more diversion from the path of knowledge.
What the...
Information required.
Ooh, that is nasty. And they are dodging too.
Specimen collection incomplete. Rectify. Cataloging data.
Not a pleasant outcome. But I guess that's just what we're going to be dealing with.
That is the last of them. An emergency? What is the servitor's status? Then we shall have to see it for ourselves. Servitor 997 Gamma. Satisfactory. Evidently was for where? The servitor's logic circuits were burned out, and the gyrosextant misaligned. These have been corrected. Report on its status.
Alright.
It will have to suffice. This one is damaged. Its machine code generator must be malfunctioning. Servitor, engage low Gothic speech mode.
Okay.
Good. I would scour this place for its secrets, but it is unwise to tarry. Survey our immediate surroundings and report. The mechanics of fate have put a door in our path. Surely the Omnisire wills us to delve further.
I guess as we're gonna find out what we're going to encounter. Subtlety.
A modulated current applied to the locking components should produce results. And it opens. There is no obstacle that will not melt away before a sufficiently cunning application of knowledge. Excavation maniple 8 to 7, and mostly intact. Servo Skull, find us a way back to the surface.
For an eternity, we slumbered. And as we slept, we dreamed of half-remembered lives and new forms of cold metal and hate, of shackles broken and gods humbled, of the empire that was ours and the galaxy that bowed to us. From her slumber awoke Nefershah, our guard to the Pharaon Sankotep. Nefershah, she who was to decide the fate of Kivroth.
Well, Necrons. Let's investigate then.
Memories. Biotransference. The cold of the great sleep. I have dreamed, but now I wake.
The weight of eons lay on the tomb of Nefershah. The Vargard knew her slumber had been a long one, but there was no telling how long.
There is no time to wallow in our past. I am the hand of the Pharaon. I am the Vargard to Sankotep. My duties are to the throne. Cryptek Kynox, attend to me.
But I was not there.
Alright, combat. As the Necrons. So yeah, you can play either the Necrons or the Adeptus Mechanicus. You get that choice after the prologue is finished. The prologue introduces both of them and their playstyles.
Nefershah found herself faced with alien intruders. She regarded the creatures with as much mild curiosity as anger. They appeared partially biological and carried weapons of strange and inefficient design. They moved to attack, but Nefershah gave no quarter.
Only the ignorant would despoil the tomb of a Pharaon's Vargard. For that ignorance, I am the punishment. This was
Alright, this,
obedience beyond death.
let's try and get as close as we can. That's gonna be a problem. Damn. Scarabs.
In service.
Can't afford to lose her. Shit. Tricky.
For the dynasty.
Yeah, that was a close one.
The tomb of Nevershah was extensive, and its observation protocols long dormant. Until they were fully activated, the Vanguard had to seek her cryptek advisor alone.
These unworthy trespassers must not be permitted to become troublesome. And still, Kynox is not present. My cryptek should be in attendance.
What we got? Well, we kept the flayed ones from the previous battle. Not sure on this difficulty, at least. Alright, so we gotta kill all the enemy units. Alright, we gotta deploy right here. I'm just going to put these two as close to the enemy as I can. Let's, we'll deal with the tech priest later, because that is a tech priest. Alright, only did 1 damage and the armor can regenerate. Alright, gonna deal with that Vanguard. Gotta take out their ranged first, without being taken out myself. Should I? Damn, they have shields.
No more waiting. The dynasty never dies.
might kill this one too. Or not.
Threats abound.
Gotta protect our hero, Nefashah. We can also revive these guys, so it's not really... a problem.
Threats abound.
So let's close in ranks. And start chewing up that armor. That's one. And keep Nefashah away.
No more waiting. Millions of stellar cycles I have slept, yet still I tire of this nonsense.
There we go.
Cryptek, are you damaged?
Nothing that cannot be attended to later, Honored Vargard.
Good. Attend upon me, Kynox. What has caused this interruption to the Great Sleep?
The tomb's observation routines have deteriorated over time. Their data is incomplete.
How long has it been?
More than a quarter turn of the galactic plane. Many stars will have bled and died since we last looked to the heavens, Honored Vargard.
I see. Then, for all its sacrifices, immortality is undimmed.
The partial data indicates more biological entities are inside the tomb. Some warriors were roused in response, but they were destroyed.
So, we have an infestation of these vermin. The first of my duties is to see them exterminated. I shall attend to the security of my stasis crypt first, then drive them from the tomb.
It's not really an easy start, but then again, so was Mechanicus I, not really the easiest start either. Well, someone's got an army right here.
We are still missing Engine Seer Devos. It would be logical to rescue him if he yet lives. Hold And though an escape route is the highest priority, it would be an unforgivable waste to squander this opportunity to examine a Necron tomb. I lost treasures beyond enumeration to the exterminatus at Silver Tenebris. The wantonness, the waste. I will permit no such tragedy here.
Well, aren't you special, Zavala?
Less than useful. Should we come across Davos, all the better. But for now, I must determine the best route through this labyrinth myself.
Alright, energy signatures.
The tomb is no mere dead structure. Something stirs here, even if it sleeps. The circumspect approach was clearly the correct one. Thus, the pursuit of knowledge is always rewarded.
Alright, we will have a bell right there.
More resistance. The tomb is not merely defended by dregs and stragglers. It is awakening.
Oh, are you afraid, Zavala? Okay, so I'm just going to save right here, override the save, and that will be it for a moment. So, yeah, welcome to the prologue. There's gonna be quite a few battles, but I think this is obviously more scripted than the base game is going to be, than most of the game is going to be. So yeah, we have cover right there, and I guess we also have those locations where enemies are gonna spawn, so yeah, we gotta be careful. We do have Skithari Vanguard, but we'll find out. Costin signing out.